All right, everyone. You're very welcome to Ashley Park House. Thanks for coming for Roisin and Niall's big day. Mick, Roisin's dad, would like to say a few words.
Come on, Mick. Boy, Mick.
Thank you, Stephen. Hello and welcome to everyone. A special thank you to those who have travelled from abroad, Australia, America, Aaron and the UK. And if I can ask you all to cast a thought for absent family members and friends who are no longer with us. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike and my wife Maggie are the parents of Roisin. Today is a day 15 years in the making. In 2007, Roisin had gone to an oxygen festival, lost her phone, but found a man. And a few years later, we met Niall for the first time, when he called to take Roisin to her Deb's, bearing flowers for Maggie and herself. And how's it going for you, for me? And they've been practically inseparable since. Then in 2019, shortly before we were all going to Japan for a family reunion, he called on me and asked me for a hand in marriage, and asked me to keep it quiet as he intended to propose to her in Japan, which he duly did in Hiroshima. The two of them having secured their joint home only months earlier, which they have both been working on since by putting their own mark on it, along with their dog Paddy, a rescue dog. Myself and Maggie are extremely proud of them both and what they've achieved since coming back from Australia only a few years earlier and starting from scratch. When we had our first child, Kerry, we didn't realise it at the time, but we were blessed. A perfect, well-behaved child, and then Roisin arrived. She grew to be a funny child with her explosive laughter, lots of love, cuddles for all of us, but as hard as nails. Absolutely no fear. Thought it was funny to throw herself off of tables, chairs, and down the stairs. I'm not joking. This girl would shoulder charge a brick wall, bounce off it, get up and do it again. Thinking it was funny, I turned to Mag, said, there's something wrong with this child. There's something wrong with this child, like. But she kept the three of us entertained, the full time. I remember a time when she would holler and roar into the empty washing machine, fascinated by the echo. A couple of days later, I go into the kitchen and there's a half-inch of water on the floor. I realised the washing machine is leaking from the door. I opened the door and there was a bite-sized chunk missing out of the rubber seal. I mean, this thing is 2 or 3 millimetres thick of rubber, like. So there's clearly no teething issues there, like. Another time I can't find the remote controls for the TV and my stereo. Sunday comes round, I open the oven door to put the joint in the range, and there's my remote controls dripping, melted into the plastic down the shelves, like. Forget about child locks. Roisin had them stuffed in 5 or 10 minutes. You can ask Kerry that. Kerry couldn't open the door. Roisin would come along and sorted it in no time, like. She had lots of time and love for everyone then, as she does today, as does her now new husband, Niall. Always generous with his time, always willing to give a hand, offering before you can even ask. And so we welcome Niall into the family, along with his mum, Fiona, his dad, Danny, his siblings, Jack and Rebecca, Granny, Auntie Mary, and their extended families. Well, I don't think after 15 years if there's any advice I can give you, except to keep doing what you're doing, as it's clearly working for both of you. Stay close, love one another, and we all wish you both a long and happy life. With that thought in mind, can I ask you all to stand, raise a glass, and join me in a toast to the bride and groom. Cheers. I hope you all enjoy your 2 days with us. And if I can extend a thank you to the management and staff for a fabulous day. And once again, thank you all.
What's the crack, everyone? Thanks, everyone, for coming, especially family and friends from America and Australia. To start with, Roisin, you look absolutely amazing. The day you and Niall met all those years ago at Auction 2007, little did your husband know it was the luckiest break in life. And since then, Niall, you've come a long way, and Roisin, without you, he wouldn't be the man he is today. Rewind back to '99 when we first met, and within hours, we were the best of friends. You were the brother I never had. Nearly every weekend from then on, Niall was down in Mayo. In the early days, he was extremely quiet, but our days in Kong weren't long changing that. Remember the day I let you drive the quad, and somehow you managed to run over 5 bicycles outside Mam's B&B, and you brought the tarmac with you running away. Fast forward 23 years later, 2022, and it's an absolute honour to be standing here beside you as your best man. I want to congratulate you both on your special day, and I wish you all the love and happiness in the world that life can bring from this day forward. Now please, everyone join me in a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. O'Riordan. Tato, your turn.
I don't think I have to read half of this because everyone's after saying I wanted to say, but so good evening, everyone. My beautiful wife and I would like to thank everyone for coming all this way to celebrate with us today. Some have travelled from Australia, America, Dubai, England, and from all over Ireland, and for that we are both extremely grateful. It is great to have all our close family and friends here today to celebrate with us, and we remember all those who unfortunately couldn't be here with us today or who are sadly no longer with us. So can I ask you to all please raise a glass? Sláinte. Mick and Mags, thanks for always making me feel welcome in family ever since I landed up to Bournemore 15 years ago to bring Roisin to her Debs. Looking back on photos, I don't know how you let me out the gate with her to stay to me. You've both been amazing support to Roisin and myself over the years, and we're extremely grateful for all you've done. Roisin and Kerry used to always tell me to watch out for Tricky Mickey, and having learnt of his trickiness on a few occasions, I thought tonight would be a good time to make a confession to you, Mick. You know your favourite spoon for eating your cereal, the one you searched the house inside out for and probably still looking for. Well, like most of Roisin's lunchboxes she can't find, they've most likely been left in a construction site skip somewhere. Hopefully someday we will find the spoon. Kerry, probably the trickiest of them all. Thanks for everything you do for Roisin and myself, from organising the family trips. To be fair, you're basically Lonely Planet on legs. We appreciate all you do for us, even after I had to drag a suitcase with one wheel halfway around Japan. To my own parents, Danny and Fiona, thank you for all the continued love and support you have given Roisin and myself over the years. You've both been amazing. I'm very fortunate to have such loving and caring parents. You mean the world to both Roisin and myself, and we appreciate everything you do for us. To all the bridesmaids and groomsmen, you look amazing today, and we want to thank you all for your help in the run-up to the wedding. You've been by our side since day one, and we couldn't ask for better friends. No problem. To our celebrant, my amazing Aunt Mary, who offered to marry us without thinking we might actually come back and ask her to do it. That one really backfired on you. but we are delighted you said yes and you did a great job. You've always looked out for me since I was small, and I know I can always count on you. So for that I am forever grateful. Last but not least, my beautiful wife. Roisin, you look gorgeous today, like you do every other day. All of the trips to Dublin for the dress and the van with Paddy in the back have paid off because you look amazing today. Believe it or not, this has been the hardest part to write because I don't even know where to start. 15 years of having the best crack with the most beautiful, loving, caring person I know. How you put up with me, I'll never know, but I'm glad you do. What started at a music festival has led to so much more. From driving around town all night in the Civic talking shite, moving to Australia, doing some farming and travelling in a camper down the east coast. Buying our first home and basically ripping it apart the second week we moved in. You have some eye for design. Our trip to Japan for the World Cup, where my knee went weak and I nearly fell in the lake, which has led us all here today. Roisin, you are the most amazing person I know, and I can't wait to see what's next in store. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you all to be upstanding and raise your glasses for my beautiful wife, Roisin?
Fair play.
Go ahead. Don't set me off. Get rid of that joke.
All right, everyone, go fucking mental.